So. Oh geil. Können wir wieder nehmen. Ja, schade, dass es keine XP gibt. Und ich suche eigentlich noch mehr oder weniger ja so einen Typen. Obwohl, suche ich den überhaupt noch? Weil in Richtung heißt ja eigentlich nicht, er ist dahin gelaufen, ne? Das muss man eigentlich bedenken.
Attention! Wyndham Village is under the authority of the...
Gehen wir mal da rein, anstatt zur Verteilerstation.
Well, well, well. Just look what the cat dragged in. Pay attention. This village is under military occupation per the quarantine protocol. You're new round here, eh? Which means you're free to enter. Just keep your nose clean, alright?
Jo.
What are you gawping at? Like I said, you're free to enter the village. Move on.
Einfach so.
Just like that. Captain's orders. He says any stranger might be important. So we just send any like you his way. Unless you're an outlaw, of course. Or worse.
Was ist schlimmer als gesetzlos?
Oh, mad folk in the woods. Creatures that tear you limb from limb. The list goes on. There's something nasty at work here. Something in the soil. If it weren't for our protection, the villagers would be no better off than those grey-skinned bastards. Now, you should go and talk to the captain. I reckon he'd be keen to see you right away. Last I heard, Captain Sims was down by the bandstand. Present yourself to him toot sweet, if you know what's good for you.
Jo.
Well, should I shoot him, Sarge?
You should not. Do they look like an outlaw to you?
No, Sarge.
I see.
Hey, Mann. Versehen, versehen.
That's far enough. Go back.
Ich gehe. Ihr habt recht. War mein Fehler. Okay, okay. Ich kann mir auch mal schnell Feinde machen.
Look, for the 100th time, we're here to protect civilians and get this mess sorted out.
Get a lot sorted out by kicking the elderly out of their homes, do you?
You know what the captain said? We have to move anybody vulnerable inside the inner perimeter. Right, listen to me, you old knout. Orders is orders.
Okay, gefällt mir nicht so sehr.
Jump for you.
You'd never chuck us in the prison. I'd die there. You'd never.
Watch me. You should be thanking us for protecting you. You know that?
Aye. I suppose so.
You suppose so? Let me hear you say it.
Thank you. Thank you for protecting us.
Das gefällt mir gar nicht.
Citizens of Wyndham, pagan practices of any kind are strictly forbidden. Any breach of
Keep it civilized. No troublemakers.
Kann ich die Waffe wegstecken? Ich glaube nicht.
Don't be causing trouble, all right?
Jo.
State of this place. Leave tomorrow if we could.
Ich habe so das Gefühl, es wäre besser, wenn ich nirgendwo hingehe. Hat er bei der Kirche gesagt oder irgendein Pavillon?
This is the transaction. Oberon must die. If Oberon is dead, then the way out will open. You will awaken as if from a nightmare. This sequence is assured.
Warum muss Oberon sterben?
If Oberon is dead, then the way out will open. Others have and will offer you escape. To follow their advice is at best optimistic, at worst foolish. Be careful. Trust only me.
Irgendwo da oben, glaube ich. So. Bist du nicht die Dame von gerade gewesen?
I said to him, "Where's my pal Johnny? What you done with him?" And that bloody peacock says, "Oh, Mr. Wilmore is currently detained."
He never. They put poor Mr. Wilmore in that prison of theirs. What for?
Wouldn't say, would he? Eh? All full of martial law this and special powers that.
Ugh, bunch of little Hitlers.
Aye. Our Davy never came back from France in last one.
Oh, I know.
If he was still here with us, he'd have spat in the eye, that pompous little... The words fail me.
I know. I know. But just keep mum about how cross you are, though. If they'll lock up Mr. Wilmore, they'll lock up anybody.
Why here of all places? If they'd resolved to do something so awful, why in the church?
Some bugger, pardon my French, wanted to make a scene, sir.
And doom us all in the process. Oh, I'm sorry, we're closed today. Please leave. Please, I beg of you. Just forget you saw anything here and go. Please.
Du willst, dass ich eine Leiche ignoriere?
These are awful times. But I beg of you, please. 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 Ple If news of this gets out, things will get worse, I assure you. Please, tell no one. I know how it seems, but I would not ask such a thing if it weren't for the good of the village. It's vital the military don't learn of this. We'll tidy up, but if the captain and his toy soldiers find out, things will become so much worse here.
Willst du nicht wissen, wer das getan hat?
All I can concern myself with right now is keeping this quiet. I must decide what to do about this before any soldier wanders in. I would suggest you let all this lie too. The matter is best left to the village to handle.
Warum sollte jemand so etwas tun?
All too many a reason, I'm sad to say. There are certain beliefs around here. Harmless before the disaster, but since, with the protocol now imposing their law, it has all become somewhat tribal. Maisie here must have got mixed up in something. The weapon that was used to, a peculiar choice. It puts me in mind of those debauched druids out in the woods.
Druiden im Wald, erzähl mir mehr.
Well, we call them druids. I'm not sure what they call themselves. The disaster seems to have fostered the return of some distinctly atavistic, indeed thoroughgoing pagan sentiments around here. The following sprang up in Casterfell Woods shortly after, in the ruins of an old castle, and has since bloomed into a vicious cult. Certain death. That's what you'll be met with if you choose to enter the woods. I advise you to stay well away. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some things to work out.
Tja, interessant.
You'll do the right thing, I'm sure. God go with you.
Jo, hau rein, Peace und so.
What in heaven's name should we do?
Ehrlich gesagt, ich habe keine Ahnung, was ich tun soll, aber wir machen mal.
Citizens of Wyndham, if you or any of your friends or family show signs of corruption, report it immediately. Caught early, the contagion can be painlessly excised. Be vigilant. Be safe.
There is.
Alles klar, verstanden.
It's like having another bloody war.
Certain among you are still pursuing prohibited activities.
Oh, hallo.
Not sure about you.
Okay, ich glaube, ich bin hier falsch. Na, das wird hier voll in der Katastrophe enden.
Citizens of Wyndham, volunteers are required for work details on Scaffoldboard. Work out to help out.
Ein bisschen viele Ladebildschirme hat das Spiel.
A new customer. How'd you do? Welcome to Wyndham Village. Pardon my curiosity, but how is it the soldiers let you in? Did you bribe them? And if you did, what with?
Das geht dich nichts an. Ich interessiere mich mehr dafür, warum die Soldaten überhaupt hier sind. Ich weiß nicht, warum sie mich reingelassen haben.
Aye, well, I can hazard a guess. Our little Napoleon, the captain that is, he keeps an eye out for folk like you. A stranger might be important. And if you're important, then that's another stepping stone out of the zone, isn't it? Anyway, where are me manners, eh? I'm Morris Wick, owner of this establishment. Take a look at what I have to offer, if you fancy.
Warte, versucht der Hauptmann aus der Zone zu entkommen?
Oh, you'd have to ask him that yourself. I'll leave that pleasure to you. Me, I'm happy here in the shop, where I never have to look at the man.
Was ist in dem Kraftwerk passiert?
Big explosion, that's what. I remember it woke the whole village. We were out in the streets, wondering what were what. I mean, with all them atoms and such like they have over there. The soldiers rolled in and told us we were fine, that there weren't no radioactivity to be frit of. But then, in the next breath, they said we couldn't leave. Temporary quarantine protocol, they called it. Temporary, my hat. Look at them walls. Nowt temporary about them, is there? We had no choice but to take it on the chin. So we did. Well, most of us did anyhow.
Sicher hatten sie einen guten Grund, dich hier zu behalten. Die meisten von uns, was meinst du damit? Ja.
In the months after the disaster, some people started to turn a bit odd. Nothing bad, just different, you know. Kept going on about the soil calling to them. People you'd known your whole life, proper sober folk, suddenly talking about a new purpose. Then one night, they all upped and marched off into woods. Soldiers have been properly down about any talk, since that might sound a bit, you know, pagan. I shouldn't be talking about it neither.
Ich würde gerne handeln. Ehrlich gesagt hast du nichts von Interesse. Boah, ja. Schrot finden, Pistolen, einen Revolver kannst du noch haben.
Oh. Thank you for your business. Get new stock in now and then, so come back any time. I might have something new for you.
Das klingt gut. Ja, ba, 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 da, ba.